Hello, everyone, and welcome to another Robcast Prevenge of the Nerd podcast. Hey, it's me, Rob Cicetto, your guru of gore and lover of all things pop culture, inventor of zombie portraits, and drawer of more zombie drawings than anyone else on planet Earth. Hello, it has been a while since we've spoken, and I am back with another review. In fact, it's a double-barreled review as I just came back from two back-to-back conventions, and here's a convention review for y'all. So guys, I'm gonna cut to the chase. So much happened this weekend that I couldn't possibly touch on all of the things. The video would take too long, and I always hear people go, "Oh, the video's too long," or whatever. So I'm gonna abbreviate everything. I'm gonna nutshell everything. Plus, I don't know if you can tell, but I'm still quite under the weather. Yes, I did both cons while I was pretty sick, which by the way, it's not COVID. I got tested and everything. Of course, I was not going to put anyone in danger of getting sick, although I in fact got sick at the sick con, the first con that I went to. So let's start with that one. Sick con. It's the Sudbury Indie Creature Con. Con with a K. In case you hadn't guessed, for sick. It was put on by Sick, and it was quite a massive undertaking. So that one was so huge in scope. It's best that you basically go to their Facebook page or their other socials to check out just just who was there. Because man, for me to go through all of the people that were, there were so many guests. There was so much happening. There were so many vendors and events and panels and so much stuff that I couldn't possibly do it in one review. There's no way. So it was quite, for horror fans, it was like the ultimate cool thing ever. There were tons of items for sale and even to win, things to win. Someone that I know quite well actually won the what was it, the Psycho Gorman mask. Yeah, man, there's so much, oh my god, to even think about all the things that happened this weekend is just insane. And I've been heavily medicated for the past couple of days too. So I was quite sick during the things, but the show must go on, man. I had to, I'm on the schedule. I gotta be there, and so I had my little drugstore there with me, accompanying me to the events, and tried to keep my distance from everyone. Had my hand sanitizer there at all times. There was no transaction that I didn't do that I didn't, use hand sanitizer and stay as far away from people as possible. I was signing things sitting down where I usually stand up and sign stuff, but I wanted to stay away from people as much as I could. I caught something from someone. That's how that shit works, man. So but I had to stick it out. Had to do it. Felt worse the next day, but did the job anyway. So the sick event was at the Place des Arts, downtown Sudbury, which is a state-of-the-art facility. Incredible surroundings. It was also at the Gory Hole, which was basically down the street. So there was a second venue. And there was things going on between both places. Not my favorite thing in at a con. I like everything to be in one room. You know, that's my like that's what I love. You know, I like everything to be in one giant room. So you know that's you know I think that's good for everyone. In my opinion, I think everything should be in one location. In fact, like even within Place des Arts, which again is an opulent, wonderful, incredible facility. I was in a dark sort of room in back through some doors, so I don't know how I did as well as I did, but it was a dark room, and I was like literally in a corner. So I would have really had loved to like be in the sort of lobby where most of the other vendors were, but I was kind of tucked away in back in the dark. But I did well, and I met a lot of great people. I had a fantastic time. The difference between Sick Year 1 and Sick Year 2, which was this year, Sick Year 2, was like apples and oranges. Like the degree of going from Sick Sick Year 1 to Sick Year 2 was like a huge advance, like a massive jump, and I think possibly too massive. I think that maybe it might have been too big to handle because of all the things that were going on. For you know, maybe in the background there was a lot of things that were sort of like chaotic, but man, like you couldn't really tell. It was it went really as far as I could see, it went very smoothly. But I don't know. I don't know what the like. I really didn't have much time to talk to a lot of people because I was feeling under the weather and because of where I was. I really didn't have a lot of time to talk to people on the floor. But the people I did talk to on the floor were very, very, very happy with the way things went. You know, there was maybe 4 or 5 people that I talked to on the floor that were absolutely engaged and extremely happy with the way things went. So I think it was a huge success. Very, very much looking forward to the next year, Sick Year 3, which I'm sure will be a fantastic affair as well. So yes, getting on to then the Northern Game Expo Year 8. And the final year before it turns into NostalgiaCon. NostalgiaCon. Sorry. It's hard to get all these cons straight in the old noggin, man. Like when you attend, you know, I don't know. I don't know how many I'm attending this year, like 20 cons. So, and I've got tons of stuff in between those things, man. So yeah, it's often difficult for the old noodle to take in all that information. Yeah, Northern Game Con, the last Northern Game Con, man, again, what a fantastic event put on by the same dudes who have always done it and have done it with class and panache and exacting surgical perfection. Man, like I think a lot of the strength of Northern Game Expo rather is just because of the organizers, I can't say enough about how well everything is. Like this year it was at the Crusoe Club, and again, one big room. So yeah, wonderful. Everybody's in that room. They got the fans in, and man, that place was packed and jumping and electrifying for the whole day. Short and sweet. I think it went from 11 to 4, which was fantastic. The short, sweet con is the best con. As far as I'm concerned, and like I said, I've been to many. I go to like maybe 20 or more a year, and I've been doing this since like 2009. So I go to many cons, and from what I always see is the short and sweet con is the best. Gets people in. There's that sense of urgency. You got to get in the doors, get your stuff. They were making food outside. There was a barbecue going. Man, like. Stuff like that is just to have all the amenities and all the things for fans to come in and experience. That's great. And there were some new vendors. Having fresh vendors is great too. Having the tried and true people that you come to expect being at cons is a wonderful, fantastic, comforting thing. But having new vendors come is also a really, really good thing. So having that dynamic is really, really wonderful for fans. And man, I was almost on my deathbed. No, it wasn't that bad. I wasn't feeling great Sunday morning, especially after the sick con. But I made it through, man, and I had a wonderful time, and it was a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to NostalgiaCon so much because that those dudes, man. I can't say enough about their organization skills and their marketing skills and just getting fans in the door, getting fans to be excited about their conventions. It's always a great time out with those individuals. So can't say enough. Thank you guys for putting on such a great venue, con, expo, if you will. Again, to Douglas Ewan, thank you again for putting on Sick. I know that was a very stressful time for you, because man, going from 10 to 80 miles an hour, man, is a huge leap. So I know Sick was a massive jump. All in all, the weekend was incredible. I think everyone had a great time. Everyone that attended had a great time at both cons. I certainly did. I certainly saw a lot of happiness and electricity in the air, and it was great. So yeah, man, what a fantastic weekend. I'm still recovering from it. Not only am I, not only did I do 2 back-to-back cons, which you get the con hangover, but and it has nothing to do with alcohol. That doesn't factor into anything. The hangover is just being on for so many hours and being diligent and being engaging with the fans and everything. Like after a day, you're exhausted, man. You're exhausted, and then after 2 days of setting up again and tearing down again, that really takes a toll. And I'm old, man. I ain't no spring chicken anymore, and having the cold or whatever whatever it was that I have and had, and it's rapidly diminishing, thank goodness. But I've got another convention this weekend in the Sioux, and I'm looking forward to that. So there'll be another review forthwith. Coming up, like probably Monday after Thanksgiving or during Thanksgiving, who knows? But there'll be another review coming soon. But yeah, man, and I've got a full week, so Rob's always busy. Rob's always doing stuff. I never ever stop. It's and even doing this review takes a bit of time. But I've got other things to do too. I've got to get back to doing Cape Fear 2. I'm actually starting Cape Fear 2 right now, which, fingers crossed, will be completed for next year for a nice crowdfunding affair. And yeah, I think I'm going to wrap it up, guys. I just wanted to say to all of the organizers and all the vendors and everyone and all the fans especially, thank you so much. For the fans especially, I cannot thank you enough for the things that you do, for the enthusiasm and excitement that you show me every single time I'm at a venue. It brings me to tears, honestly, sometimes, and it really means the world to me. So thank you so much for that. I'm getting choked up right now if you can't tell, but anyway, I'm going to wrap it up. I just want to thank you all again, and please like the video, and guys, also listen, I'm just gonna say this: if you have any perspective on, if you attended any of the conventions that I'm reviewing today, and you have a different perspective, or you'd like to talk about your experience, please leave your comments in the section below, in the comment section below. Everyone would like to hear from you. Your voice, needs to be heard and is appreciated from even the vendors and the organizers. They would like to hear what you have to say too. Did you like it? Did you hate it? Why did you like it? Why did you hate it? Were you in the middle? What were the things that maybe were missing? Those things are really important to organizers, and it helps make things better for you in the future when you attend conventions. So but yeah, I'm gonna call it a review. I'm losing my voice, so I will see you very soon again for another con review. Thank you so much for listening. I'll talk to you all again soon. Love and best wishes. Until then, bye for now.